Copernicus Qwark Holofilms presents Memoirs of a Savior. Part 1, Humility, Thy Name is Qwark. Written, directed, animated, and starring Copernicus L. Qwark. Tonight we honor the greatest hero the galaxy has ever known. A champion who lives on a diet of red meat and danger and wood scraps from a table saw. Drink it in, ladies. When the galaxy's in trouble, certain other heroes ignore the galaxy's cry for help, but not this hero. Captain Qwark pounces into danger like a bloodthirsty space bomb. Revel in the splendor of Captain Qwark in action. Look at him as he dispatches enemies with ease. He even ran for Galactic President of the Galaxy. His platform? A little thing called truth, justice, and pectoral implants for the unfortunate. Emboldened by a stream of accomplishments, Qwark continued his path of righteousness by seeking out a sidekick. More on that in part 2 of our series. Copernicus Qwark Holofilms presents part 2, The Birth of a Sidekick. Having secured his place in galactic history, Captain Qwark knew it was time to mentor a protege. Someone he could count on to take up the mantle of righteousness during sick days, or, if need be, act as a living shield. Luckily, he found Ratchet. Lombaxes aren't the most heroic-looking creatures. The floppy ears, the unimpressive biceps, the non-existent jawline. But Qwark knew this simple creature could be almost one-third as good as he was. But these juggernauts of justice would be nothing without a tech expert, a logical do-gooder, a nerd. I'm talking about Clank. Copernicus Qwark Holofilms presents Memoirs of a Savior, Part 3. A nerd by any other name. Every League of Heroes needs a tech guy. Someone to crunch the numbers, indent the gizmos, reboot the computer when it does that thing with the buzzing and the error message. That's where Clank comes in. See that? That's long division, my friend. More than just the sum of his sister board. He's like the band geek you made fun of in high school, until you found out he's an expert in some obscure martial art form. With his team in place, Qwark was ready to lead an assault against their greatest nemesis. Someone they would never enter into a shaky alliance with out of desperation. Dr. Nefarious. More on this dastardly villain in the final part of our series. Copernicus Qwark Holofilms presents Memoirs of a Savior, Part 4, A Nefarious Affair. Dr. Nefarious. This devious despot of disaster once sought control over time itself. Had Captain Qwark not thwarted his attempted temporal takeover, the universe would surely have been, terminated. At great risk to his own magnificent abdominal region, Captain Qwark vanquished the villainous doctor. But due to forces beyond his control, Nefarious was saved by a butler named Lawrence. Soon, his loyal servant had him back to working condition, ready to throw the universe into turmoil once more. Would Qwark and his team be able to stop Dr. Nefarious's dastardly plan? Would asking rhetorical questions in ramping intensity sufficiently sell the drama of the moment? Find out in Copernicus Qwark's awesomely epic 3D adventure through time and space! What was that? Ratchet and Clank all for one? All right, that works too.